Welcome to Lulu's Way. I'm glad you're here. And we're enjoying another beautiful day on the desert here. It's cooled off a little bit, but the sun is warm, right?
Well, could be 5 degrees warmer for a Phoenix girl.
She wants it to be 5 degrees warmer, but if it was 5 degrees warmer, she'd be hunting out the shade. And you're not hunting out the shade today, are you?
No, but I'm sitting in it now.
Well, yeah, we had to for filming.
Yeah. Like I say, 5 degrees warmer.
5 degrees warmer. That's all she wants is 5 degrees. What is the temperature? It is 72. I thought it was cooler than that.
10 degrees warmer.
But it has cooled off. It's not in the upper 70s, 80s. It's in the high 60s, low 70s. And it's been chilly in the mornings, chilly at night, but good sleeping weather.
Good sleeping at night.
Really good sleeping
Very good.
weather. Yeah.
But chilly in the morning when you have to get out from under the covers.
Yeah. And all night.
Yeah, when you have to get out from under the covers in the middle of the night, as we do.
All night. Our caravan has concluded, but we're still here because we were not here for the whole 14 days, so we're allowed to stay. And this woman that you see in the background, her name is Janet, and she's our neighbor from across the way, and I'm going to introduce you to her in a moment. She's over here keeping me company. We're keeping each other company, and we go to campfires at night across the way. There's a big potluck tomorrow. Did you hear about that? No, I didn't. Oh, I'm sure you'll be invited because it was everybody at the fire. She probably just didn't miss you. Jack is buying Kentucky Fried Chicken for everybody, and then everybody's making something, but you don't have to make something. Oh, she said the rules around here when you get invited to a potluck is nobody has to bring anything. So that's a good potluck. That's good luck. So I am in the middle of getting some cooking done. I went to the car wash yesterday. And now I'm going to kind of spiff up and shine and just get everything nice. And then I went to the grocery store and I bought a rotisserie chicken rather than cooking chicken, and I took it all off the bones, and I gave the bones to my friend Luann, and she just went to do a dump run. So she went to go drop stuff up on the dump and to go take a shower herself. So I got some sweet potatoes in the pressure cooker right here on the floor, and I'm going to cook a batch of rice, and I'm good to go with the food stuff. So now as soon as I get the food ready, I am going to focus on getting this van tour ready. So the time was pushed up a little bit from pushed back, I should say. It was supposed to be 1 o'clock. They asked if I could make it 12 o'clock. So 12 o'clock it is. So I'm going to be down there at 12 o'clock and just go with the flow. And I'm just really excited. And I just want my van to look its best. And I've just been cleaning the whole inside the doors, like when you open the doors, all the metal there. I've just been cleaning it and shining it all up, and it looks really good. And I'll save the floor for last because the minute you clean the floor, it's dirty again. Right, Janet? Look at your footprints. Yeah, my footprints are all over. I just cleaned this floor. I don't even know why I bother. Don't even know why I bother. So so I am going to introduce you to Janet, our friend from across the way. She's a delightful woman, and I want you to meet her. I'm in the process of getting my van and myself ready for my Saturday van tour. I'm just really excited about it. So I went and got myself a little trim. just a little bit, just kind of cleaned up a little bit. And maybe I'll take a shower. those are slim pickings these days.
Yeah.
I just went into town and had a shower. Feels great. It was a 14-minute drive, and it was $2 for 15 minutes. And it was a hot shower. $2 for 15 minutes. And I was like, I said to the woman, is that all? It just seemed like it should be more. 15 minutes of running hot water for $2? I don't know. You could get a half an hour for $4, but I don't need a half an hour. I needed I didn't even use my whole time. So I got all cleaned up because I got my big interview tomorrow. But I just went and got a car wash at the van. Let me just tell you this car wash I went to down the street. I looked for one that you drive through because they had some. Right down the street were the ones that you go in and you do it yourself. I didn't want to do it myself. I want to drive through, get to the other end, and it's all clean. So I found one on. I could tell by the picture that it was one of those that you drive through. So it was about 5 miles away instead of 3. So I went around the back to come in where you have to line your tire up with that thing. So I was just about to do that, and the guy goes like this, tells me to stop. So he comes out and he starts spraying the whole car like they always do before you go in. And then these 2 women come out. I'm going to guess and say it was his wife and his daughter, an adult daughter. And all of a sudden, all the soap's coming on. They've got brushes, and all 3 of them are washing my van. They're doing the windshield. He's getting up on a ladder, doing the thing. And I was just like, wow, what a pre-wash this is, right? So anyway, 10 minutes later, they're still scrubbing it and everything. Now they tell me to come in, right? So I go in, and the woman's walking through it, and she's going like this till we get all the way to the other end and outside, and then they start drying me with hand towels. So what I gather is the whole thing is broken. Like the whole thing doesn't work. So they have 2 choices. They either close or they just do it all by hand. And nothing happened in this machine at all.
Are you kidding?
Nothing. That's the funniest thing. But look, they did a really good job.
Well, I noticed. Yeah, when you came up, I couldn't believe how shiny and clean it looked.
Yep, they sprayed the tires and the whole
wow.
They did that. They did the mirrors. They did everything. Yeah, he went up and did the roof and the solar panels. Yeah, $20.
Oh, I might go there tomorrow.
Yeah, but it was just unusual. I thought it was a pre-wash, and then it was the wash. It wasn't a pre-wash. It was
excellent.
A wash.
I could use a good wash.
Yeah, things get really nasty in the desert.
And I'm not talking just about the van either.
Yeah, we need a once over.
We're looking for the showers now.
Yep.
We've stretched it all we can. The scrubby no rinses are fantastic, but even they have a end of life.
Yeah. So tell me about those. She raves about these. I've never used them. What are they called?
Oh, I wish I'd have brought them out to take a picture. They're called scrubbies. We can take a picture later and you can post them. And I got them on Amazon. They weren't expensive at all.
Scrubbies?
Scrubby. I think that's what they're called. Scrubbies, no rinse. They're about that big, about a little square thing. And they're kind of stiff. But the minute you put them in water and you just barely want to dampen them, and they just lather up unbelievably. You just squeeze all the extra water out. And then you wash your whole self, and there's no rinse. And in fact, it dries very quickly, at least here in the desert.
But don't you get that lather all over you?
It just disappears. And it doesn't leave. You know how if you use like baby wipes or something like that, it leaves a scummy feel on your skin.
Yeah.
But these scrubbies, they don't leave anything except you feel fresh.
Wow.
They're absolutely fantastic.
I'm going to try one.
Yeah, I'll have to give you a picture, get you to take a picture of the pack.
Okay.
I think they're fantastic. And I mean, that one will do your whole body.
Huh. Pretty cool. So yesterday she did laundry. Today I did laundry. We've been doing things only one at a time, leaving so that we can keep all our stuff out.
No, that's not true. We do it so we can stand each other.
Oh, you need a break from me. You're like, oh, good, she's going to do laundry.
No, it is true. I think that's one of the best things about the way that Lulu and I have traveled together is the fact that we're not joined at the hip. You know, I think it's good that we can go off
Yeah.
and do separate things.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you know, anybody would get tired of anybody if,
Yeah.
not to say I'm getting tired of you, but, you know, if you're up under each other
Yeah.
constantly.
And even when we're here, sometimes we're just each doing our own
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
For the longest time, just she's puttering in her van, I'm
Yep.
in mine, and as soon as the sun goes down, it's like, see you later.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like, you know, I'm in my van for maybe 4 hours before I go to sleep, but it's just time. I just like to be alone.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like I love that time of day.
And I'm used to being on my own, and you pretty much as you travel.
Yep.
But I mean, even at home, I'm used to being on my own. So I think it's great. And I mean, even like when we're going somewhere, we don't follow each other. We'll say, I'll meet you there.
Yeah.
And
And she likes
yeah,
when I don't go shopping with her because she gets shit.
she doesn't think I go shopping. I was so delighted yesterday. Yeah, you're right. I went on my own. And I had to go to Walgreens to get money. No, CVS. I could not believe all the stuff they had in the CVS.
What
I
stuff?
mean, well, a few things.
Oh
I
no.
mean, it was just unbelievable.
I told her you gotta stop getting stuff.
Yeah, she does say that. But today I was washing my dishes and I had this nice long arm thing that you could put, you know, your soap in and everything. I didn't fill it with soap, but it's got this really nice head. So when I was reaching down into things, you know, I could scrub it really well. And so finally, you know, I said, "Do you like this?" And she said, "Oh, yeah, that's nice." And I said, "I bought it yesterday."
I thought she brought it with her from the beginning. I was like, you still buying stuff?
And $1. It cost me $1 at CVS.
Oh jeez.
It was really good.
So you went to CVS for the ATM?
Yeah.
Oh, because I saw Walgreens and I went into Walgreens for the ATM,
Well,
but it was
I can use Walgreens
well,
or
Walgreens is out of
CVS.
order, just so you know.
Oh, well, I went to CVS. Yeah.
I thought maybe you went to Walgreens yesterday and broke it.
I could not believe all the. They had a Santa Claus. I don't know if he was animated or not, but he was about 3 feet tall, and he was dressed, you know, Southwest style. He was so cute. But he was
Southwestern
about,
Santa?
yeah, he was about that big, and and I didn't think I could fit him in my van.
You wanted to buy him?
Wonder if I could have fit him on the roof. He was so cute.
Oh my goodness! Why don't you go have it shipped home?
I could, yeah.
There you go. I got to show you what this one here gave me for a present. She gave me a present.
Who?
You.
Oh. Oh.
She gave me 2 of these. These are solar lights. So they go in the sun all day, and then at night they come on. And they're for one's for under the front of my car, one's for under the back of my car, and it's for to hopefully deter mice. So I'm grateful. Thank you for these. Thank you for these.
Well, hopefully it works.
And it's kind of nice, like when we're down at the fire, you can kind of see your van lit up from underneath. You know.
That's what I like. I like having them outside my van, so I have a focal point.
So see, the front is a solar panel. See the solar panel? So did you get these on Amazon?
Oh, I got them on one of those weird channels. You know, like they have these things on TV.
Oh, like the
Like,
QVC?
yeah, something like that.
Yeah, what happened to you the other day in your van?
You know, you do what you got to do to spur yourself on to get stuff done. So I was in the back of my van, and I noticed that there was a pot holder or something wedged under my cooler, my ice chest. I use ice. And so I thought, what is that? And I must have stuffed it there just for some reason or another. So I pulled it out. And when I pulled it out, I realized it was very, very wet. Now, the last time I drained my cooler, I was very careful to ensure that my little plug was plugged. And all I can figure is that maybe when I was wrapping it, because I wrap a blanket and reflective tarp around it to help with keep it cool. And all I can figure is that I hit it because it opens downward instead of upwards. So I probably had about 3 gallons of water in my car. But at least I cleaned out my car because I had to take everything out of my car, or my minivan, I should say.
So the plug came unplugged,
Yep,
and all your melted ice was
melted
everywhere, all
into the
inside,
car.
into the car.
Right.
And you have the seats that fold in.
I had my seat folded down. Yeah, the third
Did
row
all the water get in
folds
there?
in. Oh
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Oh,
Oh yeah. At least I have leather seats, so the seats were easy enough to dry out. But it was amazing how water got in places that I didn't even
all the
realize.
carpeting.
Well, yeah,
Even
and
under the seat, there's carpeting, right?
yeah, there's carpeting everywhere. But I just opened all the doors and seems to have dried out. It doesn't smell. So, and that's the nice thing about the desert. See, the humidity is low
Everything's
enough
dry.
that yeah.
Yeah. It's like I haven't even sweat a drop since I've been in Arizona. When I'm home and it's 90, I'm 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 not comfortable. It feels very uncomfortable for me. 90s, and it's just very heavy and wet and humid, and I just sweat. And it's been like I'll be very, very comfortable. I'll look and I'll see it's 94 degrees, and like you just don't feel it like you do back east.
It's a good thing since we can't find showers.
We find showers. We
Yes,
go to
we
Planet
do. We
Fitness,
do.
except there's not a
Yeah,
Planet Fitness around here.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a good thing that we have the low humidity and we don't sweat
Yeah. I don't, yeah.
and we
It
live in
feels,
different quarters.
yeah. So this morning I was at the laundromat. I went to do laundry really early, and I met this woman there. She was sitting in her car next to me, waiting for her clothes to finish, and we just said hello. And then I don't even. All of a sudden, we just started yakking. So then we both went in and put our clothes in the dryer. We came back out, continued our conversation. She had a like very interesting conversation about. We were talking about. Um, just divine timing of things and how the universe is orchestrated. We just got like into like really deep conversation, and she was really, really cool. And I asked her if I could get a little bit of footage for YouTube, and here she is.
Think about the story when she gets home and say, I met the strangest lady in the laundromat today. Wanted to know if I'd go out in the parking lot and dance with her.
Yep, that's me. This um, this woman across the way, she was walking down to the free pile. There's a free pile down there. Like if you want anything, go get what you want. If you want to get rid of stuff, go put it down there. So she was going. She had a stack of clothes, and so she came by where we were sitting. She goes, "Does anybody want to look at these clothes before I take them up to the free pile?" So I was like, "Yeah, I'll look at them." So there was like a stack of about maybe 6 or 7 things, and I picked out a sweatshirt I really like. I'm going to show it to you.
Yeah, I have to say it was well suited for you.
Good energy. Good energy. So this is my friend Janet. Janet, you're from
Washington
Washington
State.
State, yeah. And remember when I said the other day when I was like, "Do you mind if I tell everybody that you're 83 years old?" And then Louisa was like, "You just told everybody."
No, I don't mind.
No, I'm proud of my
I
age.
have now my weight. That was always another problem, but
No,
my
I don't
age,
know what that is. I
I
don't.
don't mind.
Okay, so she's 83 years old. When did you start traveling in a van?
I started in 2015, but I'm still learning.
You're still learning. Yeah, we're all still learning.
This is actually the second year with my van. I had a Chevy Sonic hatchback that I lived in before,
Yeah.
and I'm just a snowbird.
She's a snowbird. She has a tiny home back in Washington State. Yeah. So it's just been delightful. She's right across the way from us. So, we're neighbors.
Yes.
We're just neighbors, and it's just like for this moment in time, we're neighbors. And like, we love having her there. She sees us out in the morning and she just comes over with her chair and her dog. This is Kiki. Now, Kiki has one eye because Kiki was in a dog fight. Some dog poked her eye out. And so Kiki kind of gives you the side eye all the time. All the time. All the time. But he's cute. You want to show everybody his little face? Because it's a cute little face, even though he's got one eye. Yep, there it is. Side eye. You doing the side eye, Kiki? But Kiki's very, very well taken care of and very well loved. And Kiki's a lucky, lucky puppy, except for that unfortunate day. Don't you give me the side eye. God bless Kiki. So we are enjoying ourselves here. We have a couple more days left, and then Luann and I are heading to Lake Havasu, and you're headed to Ehrenberg. So she's got some friends down in Ehrenberg from last year. You saw them last year?
Actually, most of them I have been seeing every year since I started in 2015.
Oh, so this will be like a reunion.
Yes.
A little reunion.
Yes.
That's lovely. That's really nice. So she came over the other day, and she's a crocheter. She comes like right now. She's got her bag right here with her knitting, and she does her knitting and crocheting by the fire. She does it when we're sitting around. Not all the time, though. You don't always bring it, but most of the time, a lot of the time, yeah.
I got to keep my hands busy.
And she's a terrific crocheter, knitter. So she came over yesterday and she said, Lulu, I have something I want you to have. You got to see what she gave me. So here it is. It's a blanket that she made, and she wants me to have it. Now wait till you see this. This is a work of art. Look at that work. Look at that work. Look at that handiwork. Now you told me what this design is called. What's it called again?
Snow Days and Hot Chocolate.
Snow Days and Hot Chocolate. Look at the edge. Look at the trim on that. And they look like snowflakes. Is there a back and a front?
Yes, there is.
That looks like
a right and wrong side. And that's the wrong side.
Oh, this is I got to keep an eye on my sweet potatoes.
Yeah.
Is this the right side?
No, that's the wrong side.
Oh, okay. So I was showing the right side. Okay. Yeah. So look at
See
that.
the bobbles stick out on the right side.
What are those called? Bobbles?
Them are popcorn stitch.
Popcorn stitch. Look at that absolute perfection. Wow, you've been doing this for years, huh?
Yes. I was about 8 years old when I started.
Really?
Yeah.
Who taught you?
My grandmother.
Oh, that's so nice. I remember my aunt teaching me how to knit when I was a little girl. My auntie Janet. Her name is Janet. She's still with us, and she taught me how to knit. And I mean, I never got really good at it, but I could knit. And then somebody taught me how to crochet along the way, and I crocheted a little bit, but nothing like. I didn't do any snowflakes and hot chocolate. I did like a square, a line.
Do you mind me saying where I got it? Where I got the pattern at?
Yes, where'd you get the pattern?
It's on YouTube.
Oh,
Crochet Crowd. Mikey, he has a video that shows you how to do it all.
That particular snowflake and hot chocolate
is one of his
so
patterns.
It's on YouTube, and it's called Crochet
Crowd.
Crochet Crowd.
The Crochet Crowd.
And somebody's name is Mike.
Mikey is the crocheter.
Oh.
And he films it for people who has a hard time learning how to do things.
Really? And he does, but the whole video is the whole pattern too?
Yeah, this one here is a
a series, and it usually 3 or 4 weeks, and you get 1 week at a time
to do a certain part of it.
to do a certain part
Oh,
of it.
how cool is that? I didn't know those kind of YouTubes existed like that.
Yeah.
And you just did all this on YouTube.
Well, yeah, yeah.
Oh, plus you knew what you were doing. It's not like you
Yes.
were learning how to crochet. You were
Right.
learning how to do this particular pattern. Yeah.
He's got simpler patterns, and he's got some that's more complicated. And I love his work.
Yeah. Oh, good. And you know something? I love this, and I'm really honored that you gave it to me.
Well, I hope you get as much pleasure out of this as I have you and Luann's company.
Oh,
I've really enjoyed both of you.
It's such a pleasure. Such a pleasure. Absolute pleasure.